Hey, what's up, guys? This is MugenLord here, and today I want to talk about Square Enix because they have just updated a new employee policy that's supposed to protect their employees from harassment or whatever discourse that the employees may experience when it comes to customer service. So what does this mean? Because the policy itself, what fans are saying, is very vague in itself. Is this a way to silence YouTubers or many people who have criticism against the company when it comes to their games, their releases, their social politics, or anything of the sort? So before we even dive into this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button and notification bell for more gaming content here on this channel. So the question I also have too as well, will this be something that other game developers will follow suit and put in place for their companies? So let's dive right into it. So from Valiant Economics, Square Enix adopts new customer harassment policy. Final Fantasy Studio can now deny products and services to players whose interaction with an employee exceeds social acceptable behavior or is harmful. Now, when it says exceeds socially acceptable behavior, what does that mean? Does that mean something when it comes to a customer may say something that they don't believe in or they disagree with? We don't know. So let's read into this. So it says, in seeking to protect their workforce from undue and particularly over-the-top harassment, Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest parent company Square Enix has adopted a new customer harassment policy which gives them the right to take action as necessary against any individual who threatens the company's operation or an employee's safety. Now, the question I do have, or something I do want to mention, is that Sega themselves, I believe during the time the release of Yakuza Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, they also put out a policy, and I covered it myself here on this channel. You can go definitely check it out. But is this the same situation in this case? And I always want to point out this too, when it comes to this harassment thing. Yes, there are assholes out there, and I will also say this to my base as well. There's always ways to express yourself when it comes to your dislike, when it comes to what's been going on within the gaming community itself, AAA games, the social politics and the narratives and these activists that's been interjecting their politics in these games. There's still a way to approach this and give your thoughts and your grievances to why you dislike what's going on within the industry. So I always say this to my audience as well. Do not harass these people, because these people want this. It's for the simple fact that they have no leg to stand on, and they know what they're doing is fucked up, and they know what they're doing is failing. So they need an enemy. They need to make an excuse to push the things that they push by making us gamers the enemies. And we can't not give these guys any type of reason to enforce what they want to enforce or to double down on what they want to double down. We cannot do that. So if there are people out there that are actually harassing these people, do not do that. So let's continue. It said, announced on January 10th via an official post made to Square Enix official website. This new policy was reportedly giving the green light by the developer in response to a number of incidents involving a fan's interaction with one of their employees. So I don't know what I don't know who this fan is. I'm not sure. Did he even give receipts? That's another thing too that we have to talk about. That I hate about this is whenever they try to give a reason to why they want to move a certain way or enforce a certain policy or create new policies and everything like that, no matter if it's a game studio, Hollywood, entertainment, or politicians or anything like that, they never provide receipts. I always want receipts. I always try to provide receipts when I make my videos and everything, especially when it comes to when they try to push a narrative of racism, sexism, and transphobia and all those other type of buzzwords and stuff. A lot of people come out and make these claims, but they never back it up with actual receipts. So Square Enix is claiming that that their employee has been harassed, but they don't even provide any receipts. So we don't even know if this is actually true or not. So it says, I quote, Square Enix believes that the feedback, comments, and requests received from our customers are essential to the advancement of our group's products and services. Therefore, we are committed to strive to apply your voice in improving our products and services. Explain the developer of their decision to implement said policy. At the same time, there are instances where certain customers take action directly or through our support centers or towards our group executives, employees, partners who are involved in the creation and distribution of our group products and services that constitute customer harassment, such as denial of personality, violence, defamation, intimidation, advance notice of wrongdoing, advance notice of obstruction of business harassment. I quote, "Such actions do not only prevent our employee and partners from engaging in their work with a sense of security, but also cause disruption to other customers," they asserted. Square Enix will not tolerate harassment and will take actions as necessary. And as I said before, what does this extend to? Does this also extend to, say for instance, you make a YouTube video about a particular CEO, or make a video about a particular community manager and make videos about it and exposing some of the things that they do within the community, within the gaming space in general? Is that considered as harassment because you're calling out specific people? We don't know, because it's quite vague. And they don't really give you or provide any examples of things that's going on. They just tell you that, hey, this is what's going on, but don't provide what it is. So we know this, so we know what we're dealing with here. So we know the scale of why they're implementing these policies. So to this end, the actual policy holds that should the Kingdom Hearts series developer determine that an individual has engaged in an action against one of our employees or partners that exceeds socially acceptable behavior or is harmful, they reserve our right to cease providing support services or to refrain from providing our group products and services. Further, in regards of those cases where such actions is egregious or with malicious intent, the company now reserves its right to protect its employees and partners and to take legal action or criminal proceedings upon consulting the police or lawyers. Wow. So it says, according to Square Enix, the actions that are considered customer harassment or to exceed socially acceptable behavior or is harmful include act of violence, violent behavior, of course, no one should be doing that, abusive language, intimidation, coercion, duress, excessive pursuit or reprimand, defamation / slander, denial of personality, personal attack, including email, contact and contact form, comment or post on the internet, advance notice of wrongdoing, advance notice of obstruction business. So this right here, I think, is the important part right here. Defamation / slander, denial of personality or personal attack. So there, and the thing that really comes out the most is where it says contact and contact form or comment or post on the internet. So that extends to tweets. That also extends to YouTube videos. So, like I said, it's very broad. It can mean anything, because what if you're providing facts that is true by actually, screen capturing a community manager or somebody's tweet within the company that said something, that pretty much was disrespectful to the gaming industry or anything that seemed as offensive, and you post it and you're actually taking their words and using it against them. Can they label that as slander or defamation? So like I said, it's just open to interpretation. It's very, like I said, it's very vague of how they can actually enforce this and double down on it. So it says discriminatory speech, conduct regarding race, ethnicity, religion, family origin, occupation, infringement of privacy by taking pictures or making video recordings without consent. So if a developer or somebody within the company has pictures like during an interview or whatever like that, and you post that, like I said, it's very vague. Like if you making videos about people, that to me, in my personal opinion, I think is a way to silence people from criticism, from criticizing them. That's what I really truly believe that this is for. It says, as noted by Square Enix, though this policy was based upon Japanese law, it is still applicable globally in accordance with local laws and regulation. At current, it's unknown just exactly how and by what metrics the developers will hand out penalties, while speculation suggests they will likely consider each infraction on case-by-case basis. Concrete information as to this process will ultimately have to wait until such time when Square Enix performs the first official enforcement of their policy. So yes, so it's pretty much a wait and see how this is exactly going to be enforced. This is definitely strict, definitely in Japan. Like I said, when it comes to other countries and stuff, like defamation, they take very, very serious. That's why a lot of people don't have that freedom of speech to voice with how they want to voice in these other countries compared to how we do. But they can also still can actually enforce that over here, especially if it goes along the regulations of our laws and you know, our local laws of wherever we're from and everything. So we have to wait and see if they make an example out of somebody of how this actually works. But will we actually start seeing other companies implement such policies? Because as I said before, Square Enix isn't the first to do this. I covered it before about a year or two ago when it came to Yakuza Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, where we had Sega also update their policies when it comes to harassment, defamation, and everything like that. And apparently so far, this is 2 Japanese companies. So could this only be a Japanese thing, or could this extend to Western developers as well, especially if they see the success of these policies of how they can be able to silence whoever they want to silence when it comes to the gaming community, speaking their voice when it comes to cases of what they've been doing within the gaming industry and the things that we dislike. So I definitely want to hear your thoughts and opinions in the comment sections below. Do you think that this is a nothing burger when it comes to these policies, and it's just more of corporate talk, or just more of just corporate nothingness? Or do you think that this is set up for something much more serious in the near future, that's something that other developers may pretty much adopt? So I definitely want to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button, the subscribe button for more gaming content here on this channel. This is MugenLord signing off. I'll see you game fiends later. Peace out.